Welcome to the M1 podcast. Enjoy.
I'm going to the top like Gunnar. I swear this winter's hot like summer. Call up Jelani, he's doing up Jummer. I'm more than good, but he's still my brother.
Hi, waiting boys and girls. Welcome back to the M1 podcast. It's your boy Big Daddy Yo SK with my co-host.
I'm Mods, and we've got, you know what, yeah, every week I say we've got special guests, and they're never actually special, I'll be very honest.
But this week,
we have very special guests, yeah.
Four. Three and a half.
It's a special episode. I'll let them introduce themselves. You girls go first.
Go on, Agnes.
I'm Agnes. I'm 20 and I study in Liverpool, but I'm originally from Manchester.
Woo!
I'm also a student at university doing law and criminology, and I'm 20.
Jeez. All right. I like it.
First, come on. Yeah, I'm Jake. I went to school with Sam. That's my claim to fame. That's about it. Yeah. I'm gonna keep saying that all the way through this.
Literally. All right. Lovely. Wait, before we start.
Wait, let him introduce himself, man. He didn't say his name.
I didn't even introduce myself.
Sorry, bro.
So my name is Drago, I'm 21 and I'm Jake's mate. And I'm originally from Bulgaria, but I lived in England for a few years, yeah.
International. I've got another quick question in it, yeah. This is to Sam and Agnes. Did you just get your powers?
What? I keep seeing that on Twitter, but I don't know what it means.
Basically, yeah. Basically, on the 21st, yeah, which is today, right? Yeah. All black people are supposed to unlock our powers, innit?
Apparently, we can.
What? Where did that come from?
I've got mine still.
I got mine as well, bro.
I'm so confused.
I agree.
What's the context behind it?
Science. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I saw on Twitter that on the 21st, we're all gaining superpowers. So, listen.
Right, do we get to choose our powers? How does it work?
No, you have to find them. I've got mine still.
Do you want to share what yours is?
I could tell when man are capping in that.
Really?
So anyone watching this, yeah, you want to come around me?
Nah.
Sorry to use it. You don't have your powers in it, but it might be a bit.
I know, innit?
First topic, yeah, I wanted to talk about. So we're all from different ends, innit? I feel like we're all from different ends. Reddy's obviously you don't have to take your dress in it, but like what part of Manchester are you from? Start off. Go on. Sam, go.
I'm from North Manny, obviously. That's part of Manny.
North Manny.
Alright, Gabby, where are you from?
Openshaw. Manchester in Openshaw.
I live in Openshaw. It's not as good as North Manny, but it's like.
I don't know the difference between like north and south.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's north and what's south.
Openshaw is like east. Is east because
Yeah.
I live in the nice east.
That makes sense.
Agnes, where are you from?
Gorton.
I live in Gorton. How can I say I used to live in Gorton?
So what's the about?
It's a nice area. That's why I moved. No, I'm joking.
My God.
You're from North, innit?
Yeah, Moston. I'm from Moston.
Not middle
Yeah.
It's not very glamorous.
I don't even know where I'm from. I'll be real.
Wait about not very glamorous. The streets are paved with gold in Moston. You get me?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, if the streets were with gold, mate, they'd be stolen very quick. I don't know what you're on about. There'd be no gold left.
Moston is dangerous.
That's really, man.
You know what, yeah. In my school, innit, obviously I went to school in South, innit, and we used to just take the piss of all the like North, anything Moston, used to get bored. I don't know why.
And it's the opposite of the way around. It's vice versa.
See, South, we're live, like, there are black people.
No, not live. You're out here stabbing each other. Shut up about
okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that today.
No,
Where is south again?
Like more side of things.
Like Hume.
Oh, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. You know, yeah, this is what I want to talk about, yeah, because you two went to the blackest school in the world, yeah.
Huh?
Them two,
I don't think so.
Agnes and Gabby. Yeah, exactly. See, he knew. He knew.
Worse than Memphis, man. That's what you know.
What school?
Way worse.
Yeah, what school?
Sam, you could tell them. You know what it is.
What school? What?
That
St.
they
Peter's?
went through that. Yeah. Live just the blackest school in the world. Anyone watching this is not funny.
Never heard of St. Peter's School.
St. Peter's.
That's mad. That's actually mad.
St. Peter's and Trinity were very, very black.
Yeah, I know about
And very stabby.
Our ladies as well.
Very stabby.
St. Peter's wasn't stabby.
No,
Stabby? I was
Trinity
going to
was killing.
say, nothing like that happened in St. Peter's.
Slyly.
Mordecai, half of your classmates are now behind bars. Why are you chatting about? You might were really on the
behind bars.
third year in your year, man.
Personally,
That's ridiculous. I'm not gonna get into that because that's an ongoing thing. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to ask. I'm gonna start with Gabby. Innit? Wow, what was it like going to? Because the initial topic we're gonna talk about was like growing up a certain race in certain areas, isn't it? So obviously you're white and you're growing up in. Well, you went to St. Peter's. Like I don't know how much black you can get in money in it. So I wanted to know if it was any different to like Agnes's experience, like growing up in that school as well.
For me, I don't know, like I don't really have anything to compare to because like I didn't go to like a white school, whatever a white school is. Like that's all I kind of knew. So I wouldn't say like I had a bad experience or like a different experience to anybody else. It was just I didn't really see it as any different. I was just going to school with my friends kind of thing. And I think it did make it maybe a little bit different because I did grow up in a household where like my dad is black and he's Nigerian. So like, I don't know, I'm quite like accustomed to the culture, I would say.
Bombshell. So you dropped the maddest bombshell.
What? Just casually.
Nobody guessed that. Don't lie. Nobody guessed that.
So you're mixed?
No, like he's my stepdad. But
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they thought he was actually a dad.
you know what Agnes used to do? Agnes used to just make people think that I am mixed race.
Oh wow.
You brought a boyfriend back to your
I
house.
think she used to just say that I came out the wrong colour or something.
it was 100% a joke.
100%.
Mad. That's lit still.
Anyway, wait, you used to went to MCME is a white school, innit? Like predominantly, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It wasn't like too white though. It was quite mixed. I can't.
It was mixed from everything, really.
Yeah, it's very mixed.
So it wasn't
It was bare
Asians. So it wasn't like standout. There were no like standout like.
Nah,
no standout groups. It was like pretty mixed. Everyone chilled with each other as well, didn't they? Like it was all like...
Mine wasn't that mixed though. I had it was mainly Asian and white. So that's it. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, where did you go again? What high school?
Academy Oldham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of that before.
Oldham has a lot of Asians in Oldham, innit? As well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there yesterday, a few days ago.
It's a lot of white people and black people. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go on, what are you saying? So I'm
You were saying there's a lot of black and white people in Boston.
Yeah, exactly. So like, there's a good mix. So there's no.
Yeah.
in Boston, bare Nigerian Arsenal fans. Bare.
Yeah.
My mum's next door neighbour is a Nigerian Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know why. They're just bare with them.
Then why do people even support them? I swear they always lose.
Why would you pick Arsenal? Right.
Arsenal, man. Just that, man.
No one's gonna back up here, so.
Arsenal fans just pick Arsenal to be depressed, man. Like you must be sad if you pick.
Anyway, we're not doing a football one today. We'll do that another time. Yeah, I've won that. But anyway, yeah. So Agnes, not Agnes. Gabby was saying that because it's weird, yeah. Because I was thinking about it and I was like, black people, we're always like made to think that we're the different ones in like UK. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like it's the opposite way around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Agnes, I want to know. You're telling me that yours and Gabby's experience in high school is exactly the same.
I wouldn't really say exactly the same, but pretty much similar because obviously we chilled with similar people. We went through similar experiences. So I wouldn't really say it's like dramatically different, if you get what I mean. And I'd say so like St. Peter's is very much like it's black, but it's like
Don't lie right now.
Af
Don't lie
school.
right now.
It is an African, like an Af school,
Okay.
predominantly. And obviously, I'm African, so it's something that I can like obviously relate with and stuff. And like Gabby said, her dad's Nigerian, so that's something that she can also relate with. Obviously, she eats the food, she understands the culture, so it's not something that's massively different, if you get what I mean.
What's your favorite African food? Go on, Gabby.
Me? Oh, Gabby.
Gabby.
That's jello rice. Plantain.
No.
Plantain.
Not first. It's the Nigerian kind. No, don't count.
What
What?
doesn't count?
The Nigerian kind don't count.
Of what?
Where are you from?
Personally, I wouldn't have that.
Wait, Agnes, where are you from again? I forgot.
Where do you think I'm from?
Oh, don't do this. I don't want to get it wrong.
Nigerian.
This guy's
Pardon, what did you say?
You look a little bit Nigerian / Gambian, Senegalese then.
Just for Nigerian.
You're Nigerian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I can tell.
How can this response be?
Bros.
Nigerians are fun, man.
Yeah, of course.
So are Ghanaians.
Ghana,
Yeah,
so,
we're the latest country in Africa.
exactly. In fact, you don't see nobody doing the year of the return in Nigeria. No one's going to Nigeria for Christmas.
Oh, don't be mean. Especially what's going on as well.
Ghana one day, man. Okay. Nah, it's calm. Who wants to go to Nigeria, man? Please. Yeah. Anyway.
Wow.
That's political.
That's very
Yeah.
political.
So for me, yeah, in my school anyway, I feel like my school was different to your two schools because my school was just.
Facts.
Huh?
No, I was just saying factual.
Oh, wait, why is that factual? What are you
No,
talking
continue.
Bro,
No.
white people are a minority in your school, Mordecai.
I had one white person on my phone.
What?
Really?
Only one.
No.
This is
In year seven, we started off with 4, maybe 5, and then by the end of year 11, there was 0. One of them just never came in. He just
one by one.
yeah.
That's mad. And that's mad because you're saying like our school's the blackest, but
No, I was just
My
my
phone,
phone just put like everyone in, like all the rest of them just flung us all into one phone minute, and then it was just hella black in it. Other phones were better, but yeah, our phone was just mad.
I couldn't imagine how like a white person would feel in your school because they're literally the minority in your school, a predominantly black school. I'm like, rah. If I was the black person or like one of the few black people in a white school, I'd feel a bit out of place. I'd feel worried. I'd feel eyes on me and stuff. So
I wouldn't. I wouldn't feel. I just think it was normal. Like, not normal, but obviously you'd be able to clock on that. Like, you'd know that you're the only white guy. Like, I know I'm the only white guy in it, but I wouldn't think like I don't want to go to this school. Like, I don't want to. You know what I mean?
You know what question I've got? Yeah, because
I won't feel out of place.
in my school, like you look at the white people and like people would say like they act black, if you know what I mean. And when I look at them now, I look at them and like they act black, or whatever acting black is in it, they act black.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Gabby, do you think you act black, or do you just think you act normal?
To be fair, I did get that a lot in like year 7 and year 8. Like a lot of people would say that, and I didn't really like understand where it was coming from because I was literally just being myself, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, I don't really agree with the statement that you're acting black because you can't act a certain colour. You can like adopt a culture of another person, but you can't necessarily act a certain colour. But you have to keep in mind, like, we were what, 11, 10, 12, like, we were just kids, do you know what I mean? Like, we didn't really know better, we were just kind of
just acting like kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The whole acting black thing is dumb because basically the way is built from where you come from. And you can be white and Asian or whatever. Like, it's how you're brought up and how different it is. Because obviously we know that white homes have different upbringings to black homes a lot of times. But like you said, you had a Nigerian stepfather, so that's going to have an influence in who you are as a person. It forms you as a human. So people complain, like saying things like act black. What is acting black? That's nonsense.
But also to like just like mention, like, I'm not English either, and like my like Lithuanian culture is a lot different to like English culture. So I feel like even like taking away like my Nigerian stepdad, like the way I was raised anyways, it would have been a lot different to like the way an English person might have been raised. So I literally don't think it's about like race. I feel like it's more about the culture, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
So what is, you said you're Lithuanian, what is like, what's the difference between that and like white British culture? Isn't it? But like what like kind of differences?
From my understanding and knowledge anyways, like we're a lot more like stricter, a lot more like religious in our households. It's a lot more of like, growing up in like Lithuania, it's a lot more of like a community based and like literally just a community. Everybody knows everybody. You have to greet your elders and kind of stuff. Like you can't just walk past somebody and just ignore them. Like you have to greet them.
That's the way it should be, though.
It's the same way in my country.
That's the way it should be.
No.
Well, what's it like in your country?
It's the same in Bulgaria, exact the same.
You grew up there as well?
Yeah. I lived there for 13 years.
13 years?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of other countries have a similar thing of when you see an elder, you greet them, you respectful. And then move to England, it goes out the window. I think here, you're gonna hear people still do it though. People still are respectful to elders. I can't lie. When I see an old woman smile, you're all right. Like they're asking me, "You're right, Mom?" Like, yes, thank you. They're very friendly. Oh my God.
They're not.
They are for me.
People are not friendly. Are you all right?
That's just in your ends then, because they love like
some of them have been moody. Like,
Hello, Moody, what are you talking about?
Sometimes.
I mean, they're friendly in Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool's very friendly.
Very friendly.
The accent's a bit too energetic.
No,
It's the accent's different.
Yeah. Clear your throat. What are you doing? Clear the phlegm.
No, what just came to mind as well. Do you know when we were talking about acting black?
Yeah.
In like high school as well, I'd get like the opposite sometimes. Like I'd get acting white, which is like the opposite experience to her
and stuff.
Pardon?
Were you talking eloquently in high school and stuff, like just basically being educated?
But then it's like, does being educated mean you're white? Like even based on what you just said as well, it's weird.
It's just
listen,
problematic. Like,
Never heard that one.
Listen, I was gonna say, with that, because I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, talking correct, if that's what you want to call it, innit? Obviously, it's seen as acting white, innit? But then, why is that like the best thing? If you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Why is like people, like, for example, if you come to this country and English like your second, maybe even third language, and you've not got like proper English, why is that considered a bad thing as well? I don't think it makes sense, because it's like if you speak like, if you're from a black like ends in or around black people and you speak like proper English, it's seen as, oh, you're white, innit, like you're some posh whatever. But then if you're from another place and your English isn't proper, that's also seen as bad. So where's the middle? Like, how do you even win?
Can't win, innit? You
can't
can't
win
because
if
you're being good and educated, you're acting white. But then if you're selling weed and then like arguing with like ends and postcode beef and all this, and then you're acting black, then so you can't win, innit?
Yeah.
And what if you're white and you're not talking educated?
If you're white and you're not talking educated, you're trying to be black. You want to be black, don't you? Like, want to be black.
A lot of times, I feel like black people impose stereotypes on ourselves, because we are the same people who would tell our fellow black person, "You're acting white. You sound white. You talk white." Hey, because I feel like we've had like a thing stemmed in us from early that being white is the best thing to be. So it's like we think what they do is the best. If we're talking like them, that's us becoming more white and more like them. I don't know. And why that being white is synonymous with being educated. There's black people who aren't educated. There's black people who aren't educated. There's people of all races who aren't educated. If you're educated, you're just educated. It doesn't make you, you know what I'm saying, fit some type of thing. But
I think I'm educated. I don't talk proper.
Exactly. We chat slang, but we know we're smart. But for some people, in talking eloquently shows that you're smart. Bro, I know some guys, you know Yale, Jake, you know Yale, innit? He talks hella eloquently. Hella smart.
Smart as well.
He's my guy. But he's not like the epitome of intelligence. He just
No.
talks.
People would say that Yayo was trying to be white, though. Like people would, because he was like posh.
Like,
He spoke like
It's daft.
politely.
It's daft.
Yeah.
Really daft.
I think it kind of like links to stereotypes as well, because I remember, sometime last year, some guy was saying to me how like I don't eat chicken properly. So obviously I was just getting annoyed because obviously I hear this all the time, that how I
Wait. How do you eat chicken?
How do you eat chicken?
I don't know.
We should get down to this.
The bone dry or
Meat on the bone.
like, I don't know.
I eat everything off the chicken apart from the bone. Like, everything. Especially chicken wings. Snap it and just
But even that as well, like what's that got to do with colour?
I know nothing.
I love it to colour. I feel like I might be very wrong when saying this, but I feel like black people we don't like wasting things. So when it comes to eating like chicken and that, we're just trying to eat the whole thing. Like there's no room for error. Like just finish the bone. Like the whole thing.
Error. Nah, it's not even just that though. It's because we've been stereotyped as the chicken eaters. So now if you don't eat chicken properly, we're not black. We've stereotyped.
Trying to be white if you don't eat chicken.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is another thing. Like, why? Do you know what I mean? You've got to compare white to black. It's just, you know.
Everything is so race-based and it's dumb.
I've never heard someone say like you're trying to be Chinese or you're trying to be Asian because you're doing this. So you know what I mean? It's always you're trying to be black or you're trying to be white.
Yeah, it's like there's only two things you can be like, black or white.
That's true, you know. I've never heard someone say you're trying to be Asian. What does that mean?
I know, like, what does that mean? But people say like, you're trying to be black? So what does that mean?
Or
You know
when
what I mean?
when people say
Nonsense.
rapping is not for white people, but then rapping is for black people, and rapping is like, why does it even matter? Like, if you're good at something, you're good at something. Don't matter what color you are or where you're from.
Limit yourself.
I think it was Sam that said it, that like a lot of black people feel like they need to, or like they get like titled as trying to be white, but I feel like that does stem from a place like in terms of like white privilege and stuff, and like in terms of like how white people are perceived to be like the superior race within societies. And for like, I don't know, like I've heard a lot of like some of like my black friends saying like when they're applying for jobs or like telephone interviews and stuff, they have to put in like a white accent and stuff. And I think it does stem from a place of like, you feel like, because like white people are perceived to be like not the superior race, but they are perceived to be the superior race or whatever. I feel like a lot of black people might consciously or unconsciously feel like they need to like fit into that standard to then be accepted, whereas like obviously that shouldn't be the case, but I can see how like that could play a part or like an influence.
Big facts. When I talk to Sky and them, man, this is how I talk. I'm like, hello, yes, thank you. That's and I would never let my mom talk to them because she sounds bare off and she'll shout at them. Yeah, I told you. No. I will talk to them because I know that they will take me more seriously if I sound like I'm of the Caucasian population than if I sound black and stuff. And even like when I go to like certain places in like certain buildings and stuff, I feel like to uphold myself and to make me feel like I fit in, I have to basically fake an accent and talk a certain way so that people don't realize that I don't belong here.
You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't change anything about yourself.
Exactly. But unfortunately, people give you certain looks. Like, bro, like when I don't know, like if I go in a shop, the looks you get and stuff, like, and when you go enter a building and like everyone's mingling, like they look at you like, they're different, and then like you have to act like them, so they feel like, oh wait, he's one of us. It's like basically I have to act what I assume to
people want you to act like.
So bad.
Anyway, so I've got a question in it. I saw some video the other day. It's called Do all white people think the same? I don't know if you've seen it in it yet. If you go on YouTube, type in "Do all white people think the same?" in it. It's by like, I think the channel's called Jubilee or something. They ask like white people different questions in it, and then they just see like if they agree on what. And they asked them a question in it, and they were like, "Are you proud to be white?" And like the views were like split. And I was like, the answers they were giving were like, they were a bit weird. Like, it was like some of them were like, "Yeah, I'm proud to be white," but some of them were like, "What is there to be proud of? Like, what about being white is there to be proud of?"
That sounds like a question in my dissertation. That's literally one of the questions.
Wow, really?
Huh? Pardon?
Seeing as we've got a white person, let's ask live vote.
Are you proud to be white?
Who's the question aimed to me?
Yeah.
Well, all white people.
You first. Go first.
I never actually like thought about like being proud to be white. Like that's never really like crossed my mind. I'm proud to be Lithuanian. Like I'm proud to be from there. I'm proud to like say I'm Lithuanian. But I never thought about like, I don't know, like being proud to be white. Like that's never crossed my mind.
You like, because whenever I think of white, I don't know why, but I just associate it with like British. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you're white.
A lot of people do say that.
You know what I'm saying? So when I think of you white, I'm thinking of British culture, like. But then again, like you said, like you're not British, so being white to you isn't the same as being white to these two. Well, not even to these two. He's from Bulgaria, so it's
Wait,
whites. You know what I'm saying?
Are you white, Jake?
Yeah. Bit of Irish. About it.
Do you? Because I have a feeling that a lot of, like, especially nowadays in our social climate with everything going on, I feel like some white people are scared to say they're proud to be white. Because like now, being
I'm
white
so
is
proud to be English.
Huh?
I'm proud to be English, but but saying that, in every country, there's people who let the country down, isn't there?
Is it English? Are you proud to be English or are you proud to be white though? Because that's two different things.
Both. I'm just proud to be me. Like, I'm proud to be.
You're proud to be what you are, because you are that. You shouldn't make you feel ashamed of your color. Obviously, we know things have happened, but I don't think we should make them ashamed to be white or to be black or to be anything.
I hear that. I'm gonna play devil's advocate in it because this is my views in it, but this is what like some of the people were saying in it because one of the white guys was saying, for example, for a black person, for us or for me anyway, when I say I'm proud to be black, it comes from like I'm thinking about what black people have come from to the position I'm in now. So I'm proud of the fact that I'm here in it from my ancestors and because of all the stuff that they've been through, but all the stuff that even me myself and like black people now, because all the stuff that we're going through, I'm proud to be. You know what I'm saying, proud to be black, and because of obviously culture and whatever. So then he was saying that like as a white person, you can't. Well, I'm assuming he was talking because they're American, innit? So I'm assuming he was talking about being American, like American white person. He was basically saying like, how can you be proud to be white American because none of your ancestors did anything right? Not anything right, but they did a lot of bad things in.
Yeah, but you could say like you're not proud of what's happened, but you're proud when like people have changed. You know what I mean? Like you said, like it's gone bad to good, and we've gone good to bad to good. You know what I mean? So it's like
it's bad.
Based on what you're saying, are you trying to say? I mean, it sounds like they're trying to say you can only be proud based on what you've gone through.
Yeah,
but can you not be proud of who you are as a person?
But
why do you have to have gone through something terrible to be proud? Like I 100% like agree with like black people have gone through all of this, blah blah. 100% you have a right to be proud, but then we have a right to be proud of who we are as well as white people can be proud of who they are. Like they don't have to go through all this whatever to be proud. Like for me, anyways, I don't see being proud as something that's what's what I'm gonna say. I don't see being proud with something that you don't have to go through something bad to be proud, basically. Like the definition of being proud is different to me.
Be proud because you're proud of
because you. I think it's because when you think of being proud, it's like you've done something you have to be proud of something, you know what I mean? Like that's just not gone through it, but that should be a reason why you're proud. Like I'm not gonna be proud of something for no reason. Like,
it doesn't of course.
That should be a reason as to why I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? So as I guess what you're trying to say, like as a white person, you in particular, you can be proud of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But what about your skin color? Because being white is just a skin color. Being black is just a skin color. So what about your skin color? Does that make you proud of? You know what I'm saying? You can be proud of your own achievements.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm not like it's just I don't really think about it. I've never really thought about it. I'm not not being proud of. I'm just proud of just being a normal person. You know what I mean? I'm proud of just being like
a good person.
Yeah, just a normal good person. I don't start trouble, and I'm not gonna judge someone just because of madness. Like just because you got green eyes, I won't judge you if you got green eyes. I won't judge you if you got blonde hair. So I'm not gonna judge you if you got black skin.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
we got a good one.
Some people are mad in the mind. It's just mad. Like people just don't give anyone a chance.
Yeah, it's a bit peak. I can't lie. But yeah, like you can't judge a person like on their color or something. And I'll be honest, they're being proud because you're black. Oh yeah, I think we should be proud of certain. technically, we should be black. We should be proud of our own personal, like our own personal experiences and our own personal achievements. More than just like you should be proud because you have done this. I've done this.
I've got a question. Don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I hope you answer it. What do you have a preference on skin color, as in like when it comes to relationships?
Dating and stuff.
Yeah, you said
yeah. I've never been with a black girl. Like, to be fair, I've not been with that many girls. To be fair, I've not done many girlfriends. But I've never been with a black girl.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't float my boat. But that's not just not black girls. That's just like I like white girls. Like I wouldn't like go with a Chinese girl. I mean, it's not just like no black girls. Yeah. I wouldn't really go with an Asian girl. Or I wouldn't. Not a Chinese girl. And maybe one day, you never know. But at this moment in time, I'm married. Nah. I'm wiped off.
Yeah.
Oh, you're wiped off?
Yeah, I told you, man.
Yeah, I'll show you something interesting.
And the youth as well.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Show you something interesting now.
Oh, look at
This is what I'm proud of.
That's cute. That makes sense. It makes sense now. I was going to get into it, but it makes sense.
That's my guy. My guy. So, yeah.
But wait, Gabby, do you have a preference in race?
Not really.
So
not really.
the
I'm not the type of person who, like, if somebody messages me, I'm not gonna think, oh, he's white, he's Chinese, he's Asian, he's black, or whatever. Like, I just think, oh, okay, cool. Right, let me see what this person's about, kind of thing.
What does the history say?
My history, of being with black guys, of being with an Asian guy.
What does your recent history say?
What do you mean?
The past 5 years.
Yeah, literally, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Have you ever been with a Caucasian man?
No.
But I feel like that's because, like I said, you went to St. Peter's, you went to Loretto, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, based on like who like I've been surrounded with, or like who I've been in company with, like that's just who I've been kind of like around, and it's not like a bad thing, and it's just who I've been around. Like, I don't really.
You're circling, like your environment dictates what is available to you and what you can go for, innit?
Yeah.
What about
go on.
Drago?
What about me?
Yes.
Bulgarian.
I don't have any me. I don't mind. But it just depends on what person you are. That's it. Just see how it goes.
So looks.
But all I'm gonna say is I've had bad experience with girls, so I just at the moment I'm just doing my thing.
The intervention, no.
Just doing my thing at the moment. That's it.
Okay, right in the field.
What about you? What's your preference?
Oh, did you say me?
Yes.
As a person, I wouldn't really say I have a preference, but I tend to go for black guys. And if I am approached by white guys, it's not in a nice way. Like, I'm approached like I'm an exotic fruit, or like. I've been told like some disrespectful things from white guys, but obviously I don't see it as like, oh, white guys are disrespectful. That's just my experience with white guys, if you get what I mean.
Okay.
But do you feel like when you're chatting, well, for both of you, isn't it, when you're chatting to like a white guy or a black guy or whatever race, do you feel like you chat to them different, or are you chatting to them the exact same?
Yeah, you talk to them exactly the same.
It depends how they chat to you, because some white guys will try and like you said before, like try and be black, you know what I mean, and say things that like they don't understand are rude sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, people try and put an act on to try and be someone else. So because most people, well, most boys are not looking for like to get like relationship with a fella. They're just looking to try and impress you and then
see what happens in it. But like, do you guys have for the girls? Do you guys talk differently when it's a black guy or when it's a white guy?
No, I believe that like you should be the same wherever you go and with whoever you meet, because ultimately, like, it's just a weird thing to think that like I'd act differently based on the skin color of somebody that's talking to me. Like, I'm not being true to myself, and I'm not gonna kind of change myself to kind of make somebody else feel more comfortable, or kind of thing. Like, I'll talk the way I talk, I'll say what I say, I'll be the way I am to whoever it is.
I'll be honest, yeah. Like, I've got white friends, I've got black friends in it, and sometimes when I'm chatting to my black friends, because well, it depends on where they're from, to be honest. But I'm chatting to my black friends who are from similar areas to me, and I'm chatting to my white friends who aren't from similar areas to me. There will be a slight difference in the way I chat to them. I'll be honest, innit? Just because
sometimes it rubs off on you, like how other people speak to you. You start like chatting like them, don't you?
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know that they're, for example, like one of my boys in uni, he's from London, but he's from like ends, innit? You know what I mean by ends? He's from like ends. So then when I speak to him, I use like certain words. Like, I will say certain things because I know that he understands what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like inside jokes. It's sort of like inside jokes and that. Like
I'm saying, like, you understand.
Some of the boys just get the jokes and that.
Just, and then when I talk to my white friend, I might not use them same words because I feel like they might not understand what I'm saying. Or
A race thing, or is that a culture thing?
Yeah, I was going to say that as well.
Like, if a white guy grew up in ends, he would understand that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, because like, it depends where, obviously, like, they've grown up in it.
Yeah, I think
guys, I have a parcel. Can I take it?
Yeah.
Take it. That's probably mine.
You know what's another thing that I've noticed in a relationship? Do you know when you're in a relationship, for example, like, and you speak and you say words and stuff like that, the person you're with could actually like start saying them words, like get used to them words, and they start using them, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. Start rubbing off in it.
Just it's just crazy.
Yeah, like, to be honest, if you're around anybody long enough, you're gonna pick up things. Like in high school, most of I didn't like, all my friends were like just mixed, a lot of like different things. But since high school, I've met new friends that I like talk differently. So like when I talk to my the way I spoke back then, obviously also I was fresh as well back in high school. Like I was only here for like a couple of years back then.
That's a compliment now.
I know. But then so now the people that I talk to now, the way I talk to them it's a little bit different. But it's not because of color or anything. It's just because of how I was when I knew them and how I spoke to them. If I change it now, they won't understand most of what I'm saying because it's just nonsense. You get me? Also, I realize my Mank accent don't really come out until I'm talking to like proper Mank white people. Then I talk a lot more Mank.
I didn't realize
I'm just meh.
I didn't realize how Mank I was until I left Manchester, and people were like, "Yo, you sound."
No, you're
people.
I don't think it's that bad though. Because when I chat to people, like, you know Jordan, innit?
Yeah.
People say that his accent is wild compared to mine. Like, it's mad compared to mine. I'm like, we chat the same. Like, we say the same things.
It's all the same, innit? Obviously, like certain people's accents are a lot stronger than us. Like, I say things like us, slushy. My girlfriend was like, it's slashy, because she's from South. It's slashy, it's ass. I'm like, no, it's not, man. Okay, where I'm from, it's not. But like, you know what I'm saying? To us, it sounds normal, but them, man, it's like.
Wait. Mordecai and Sam, you never answered your preferences question.
Yeah.
There's no way you're grilling us and you're not getting grilled.
Mordecai, what's your preference?
I see what you're doing. Saying it.
Go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you are saying you don't have preferences. I was gonna say, like, it's not a bad thing to have a preference, like.
Mordecai was trying to. He was like, "What does your history say?" Wow.
What does your history say?
Go on, speak, man.
Does your body count?
Oh, that's
right.
I'm not doing that. Yeah.
You're getting deep here now.
Mum, we're not doing that. Yeah.
Say with your chest. What's your preference?
No, I'll say my history is black.
Black or mixed? Mordecai, is it black or is it mixed? Don't lie to me now.
I've been with a black girl, so you can't say it's just mixed. Yeah,
I've got questions.
High school.
High school. In high
I'm
school.
not been with that many. The thing is, I've not actually been with that many, like, relationship-wise. Not been that many people. I'm not.
Oh, but
you already know though. I'm not the kind to just get like.
I only know one girlfriend of yours, so I don't know.
Say that again.
I only know one girlfriend of yours anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But then again, when I think about it, I for me, yeah, because obviously, like, remember we were talking about like what the ranks are in it. Like, for me,
ranks. Can you share?
Not for race.
Yeah.
You should want to publish this video.
Not for race. I was talking about, like, when it comes to girls, like, what you look for in it, like ranks. So I said at the top for mine, is looks, and then it's personality, innit? I know that might sound mad, but it has to be looks first. I'm sorry, like.
No, that makes sense because you're attracted to a person first. That's what makes you want to get to know them.
Exactly, like, it has to be looks, and then personality, and then the rest.
First thing on the list. You know what
I mean, you're not getting to know someone's personality first, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it was looks, personality, then crepes. Facts.
Nah.
Really?
I'll be coming around with them stomper feelers and that, man. Like, come on, man.
No, I love them feelers, man.
No.
Things.
No,
But yeah, my preference is a little bit of a thing because in high school, yeah, I'll be honest. Listen, yeah, this might have sounded a bit wild, but I did not like black girl at all.
A lot of black guys went through that though.
Yeah, but mine was 2 reasons. The black girls in my school, I'll be honest, dead.
Oh,
I was gonna say you need to watch what you're gonna say next. We've already said it anyways.
There wasn't a lot. Can I help you? There wasn't a lot, but they were dead. I can't lie. They were dead.
in your eyes or in
That's so
general?
problematic because you can't associate with.
No, to
Yeah.
me, and then I went to college and I was like, wow, black women are so.
Okay, so you're telling me every single black girl in your high school was dead?
I did.
Every single black girl.
How many were there?
Daddy, no,
I can vouch for him. He was pretty dead. No offense.
That is
if anyone's
wild.
watching now.
Every single black
That is
person
very
in your
wild.
school.
That is very wild.
in my year.
No, I
Also,
think what's problematic about that statement is the fact that you're associating dead or like not being attractive with being black. That's the problem.
no, but I'm saying that was me back then. Can I help you? Why are you in my room? 1 second, my brother's in my room. Can I help you? Get out.
It's about to get political right now. Very political.
Nah. I'm saying
I've got a good
this was
question.
me back in the day. This is how I felt back in the day. So to me, I thought you're all dead. Yeah. And now this is again, this might sound offensive. Again, this was me back in the day. 6 years ago. I also thought the white females were easier. Back in the days. Not now. Back in the days. So with that logic, I wasn't into black girls. I liked white girl and mixed things because to me, mixed girls were like, oh yes, perfect. Again, dumb. I don't know why I thought that. So up until like Mordecai knows, I've said some very stupid things about black girls in the past. I've said they're all ugly before.
You
Like
get crucified for that.
oh,
Guy was
sorry.
dumb.
I regret all that stuff because that was stupid. I just didn't know any better. I was like 13, 14. It was stupid. But I never found them attractive until I went to college. I was like, wow. They were so beautiful. You're mad. And now, like right now, I have a black girlfriend. I've been with her for 3 years. I have a black girlfriend and everything. Thank you. But
He doesn't deserve a clap for that.
I'm clapping for the 3 years. I'm clapping for the 3 years.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
Girls of all races, all everything. Because firstly, I like other races because I like a culture mesh. I love to learn about other people's things. I just love it. I love to learn about other people's stuff and into mine. And obviously, I love my own people. I love my own country. I don't know, but
Yeah, but then that's crazy though. Like, I'm not judging you for obviously your decisions before, but then just the fact that you said you love your own people, but then like you didn't love your own people.
I didn't. Yeah, because
But then I just find that crazy though. Like, how could you not love your own race? Like, that's who you are.
Bro, I can't.
Like, when you see a black person, do you not see a part of you? Like, that's just wild to me. I just don't get it.
No, to me, it's just a black person. And I was like, you're not attracted to me. Like, also, and another thing that really stared me away is that they weren't attracted to me either.
No.
When should I get...
Did he say no one was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Weren't attractive to me. I'm sorry, attracted to me. Nobody was that way. And I'll be honest, when they talk about, I'm a 5'5" type of. I'm a 5'5".
5. Let's not do this today.
Alright, fine. 5'4". Shut up, Mordecai. Listen, but and the way they would refer to me and look at me was not favorable either. It was very dismissive and like, you know what I'm saying? You're not attractive either.
So how did the white girls look at you then?
It didn't. It just. I'll be honest. In high school, nobody wanted me, so it didn't matter. That was just my own little world. Listen, I was mentally not there. I was not mature. I was just doing things of vibes.
I think every single person in our school was like that though. I don't think no one was mature in our school.
Exactly.
Maybe it was like
So
five people.
different, man. Same stuff.
So I know now. Obviously, now I'm older. I'm 21. I know, like, I know that was a mad stage of mad period in my life. But that literally what it was. It was. I can't pretend as if I didn't have that phase. It happened. It can happen to anybody when you feel like the races are superior. And bear in mind, this was when I first moved to England. I'm quite new to this place. I'm seeing different things that I like, and I like how they look. And the people that are my own people don't like me, so I might as well go and eat somewhere else, eat in somebody else's pot instead. But yeah, obviously now I love all types of races. I would love, obviously not. I'm in a relationship right now, but if I wasn't, I'd date anybody based on anything. I'm not asked. All I want is the bunds. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. No bund.
I have a question. I want to know.
All I care.
Go on. You said you had a question in it, so
I've got a question as well.
Yeah, go on.
Right. So in a relationship, do you prefer like? So say for example, for the boys now, a girl. If the girl's taller or short,
some don't have a choice.
I don't mind. I can climb you, darling. 6'3". Listen,
I can climb you.
Down. You can spoon me. It's calm. You can lift me up and listen. It's calm. I'm not really bothered, but girls don't like short guys. That's why I have to hold on to my girlfriend tight. She can't sleep.
To be fair, I've dated a guy that was shorter than me once.
Well, how tall are you? I saw you like tall.
Yeah, I'm like 6 foot.
Yeah. So
I was with someone taller than me as
how
well.
tall are you?
Yeah.
How
tall?
Yeah.
About 5'8" or something like that.
Midget.
Like
Yeah, I am.
average.
Nah, that's mad. See, people look at 5'8" as small as well, and I'm 5'4.5", bro.
Yeah. Clinging onto that half.
Yeah. You climbing.
My hair is the half. I'm not even joking. My afro is the half, bro. Yeah. I don't know what I stopped growing in year 9. I don't know what happened. It just didn't work out for me. But I would date a taller girl or a shorter girl. I don't really mind. I'm not really on the thing. It's just other girls. Girls don't like short guys. Like
I got one more question in it, and then we'll wrap it up. So based on what you said in it, I think what Agnes was saying before about when Sam was doing a madness, about not liking your own race.
I feel like she's really judging me a lot right now.
I'm not judging you.
It reminded me of like, remember that conversation with my sister Sam at mine about and she was like, it's weird for a black guy to say it was for white girls because of your own people, and we were like, I don't think that makes sense because
no, I did not say that.
No, I think my sister said. That's what my sister said, innit? But it reminded me because like you were saying, that's your own people. Like, how can you not be attracted to your own people? But it's like
I have to be though.
Do you have to be attracted to your own people? That's a question I'm asking, innit? That's a question.
I mean, for me personally, I just don't understand it. That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
What about the other?
I'm not judging people who don't, but I just don't understand it because it's like it's so much more than like your color. It's like there's just so much to it, and it's just like I just don't get it, and I don't think I'll ever get it.
I think I was just gonna say like I think it's so problematic because like okay, you can have a preference, but then why do you need to be disrespectful to everybody else? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's the thing that I did because I was hella disrespectful about black girls. I didn't have to tap their name, and that's one thing I see on Twitter a lot. Because obviously you see interracial relationships here, and one thing I hate. Listen, I am all for black men being with white women, everything, but why do they have to shit on black women to do so? I don't get that. I don't get I have to say a backhanded like, oh yeah, because black girls do this. She ain't like you. Why? And it's vice versa. Black girls sometimes also they be like, oh, these niggas ain't shit, so I'm gonna go find me a little white man. Why do you have to insult somebody else to take the thing you want?
But then, to be fair, I'm not backing them, but I'm just saying, like, do you know the whole motion where hurt people hurt people? Obviously, like, a lot of black girls have experienced disrespect from their own race, their own colour. So obviously, they're probably just thinking, right, if my own colour don't want me, I'll go to somewhere else. I'm not, like, accepting what they're wrong. Like, they're hurt.
Like, you don't have to talk about them when you're going.
Yeah, of course.
You're the white man, but you don't have to say black men ain't shit. We've been knowing that.
Wow.
Shut up. Okay, some black men ain't shit. Big fact. Okay.
Some men ain't poo at all. Like,
Yeah,
you don't have to
some
be
men generally. Some men ain't shit. Some people ain't shit. It is what it is. But
I mean, for me, I don't see it as a colour, anyways.
Yeah.
I just see like if you're a terrible person, you happen to be a guy, that's unique.
yeah, love that. That's good.
So you don't think it's bad to have a preference in skin color?
Not necessarily, but I just don't understand how you can be a black guy and say you don't like black girls. Just like you can date whoever you want to date. Like I get that, but I just don't understand how you can just say you don't like a whole race.
You know how
which is your own race.
That doesn't make sense either. It's like you don't know what you just can't. I don't know how you can rule out a whole race, a whole culture, or whatever it may be, based on like one experience or some experiences. Like, it makes no sense.
Crazy, yeah? But check this. Earlier, you said about how the black girls have dealt with some stuff, and that's why they say blah blah blah. When I went back then, say for example, black girls are being rude to me. They're very basically they're shitting on me, telling me they're not into me either. Basically doing the thing that black men do to black women. Now, would you understand why I wouldn't want to be one of them, because they have never showed me any love?
No, but I mean, what I was saying before, like I'm not judging you, like 100% understanding is like I said before, like you were hurt based on your experiences.
Yeah, you can judge the past me because I judged that guy. He was a madman. But I'm saying, could you see the reason why people would feel like, because you said you don't know why people want their own race, but check this: if no black woman showed me love, why would I want to go there? Because that area is not a loving area for me, because I've never had any good experience with those people. So why would I put myself there again?
I understand that, but for me, like you were in one high school. It's not like you dated, not like all black people from Trinity or St. Peter's or whatever. Like you're based off a small minority. But I understand you 100%. You're based off a small minority, like only based on what you can see. But there's so much more out there.
I was literally just gonna say it's just based on like association. Like, what do you associate these type of things with? If that makes sense. Like,
I don't
only live like.
I've seen some dead things in our races. Like dead things are dead things, isn't it? But like back then, it's just you're dead. I want white girl. That's white girl. Okay, cool, white girl.
I think what's most important, anyways, is like you said, learning from your experiences.
Of course, like I'm a mature adult now, and I'm so pro black, bro. I would put black women in a bath and drink it. Beautiful. I love black women.
That's wild. If a white guy did that,
right?
Very wild.
I want to make black women soup.
That's very wild. Anyway,
I just love black, man.
Anyway, we're gonna allow the fetishes now. You're moving like one.
I just love my own people now. I just love it a lot. That's all. That's good.
So we're gonna wrap that up. I think that was a good episode, to be honest.
I kind of like, this is one of my favorite ones, because it was good. It was meaningful. And
there's a few other things I wanted to talk about, but obviously we don't really have time. But next time, like remember I spoke to you about the topics, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So topics that we have. Love.
Yeah. Next time we'll go talk about them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Catch us on. What are we on?
All of that stuff. Like, comment, share it. Tell your auntie to tell your auntie, to tell your uncle's sister, to tell your auntie's mister, and then tell your uncle's mistress, to tell your babysitter, to tell your friends.
Everyone's got shit on cousins.
And lastly, go check out Gabby's podcast. I bet you didn't know she had a podcast.
Jeez.
I bet you didn't know that. What's it called? Dreams Money Can't Buy.
What the guy put a link in the description.
Yeah, actually no, Gabby, you can talk about what it's about and stuff like that.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now.
Oh yeah. It's called Dreams Money Can't Buy, or DMCB, and I literally just discussed like different topics surrounding like your character, your mindset, having goals, what it means to kind of like follow your dreams, and all of that good stuff. Meaningful conversation.
Where can they find it?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can check out my Instagram. I do videos on there as well, and literally.
Yeah. Instagram's gonna be in the description. I know you might want the thing. You're welcome.
I swear you. I might be wrong in saying this, but I swear you got, man.
No.
Oh, man.
Wait. Man, them attack. Attack now. Would have killed.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and
Yeah,
cheers.
This has been good.
Cause I'm way too grown. Don't go on my phone. Get up off work, get a hit the roads. I'll do for her, I don't think she knows. On the run, life gets crazy. And right now, the let not phase me. 1K key, like Pagey, got demons.